if I told you a woman was buried alive over 500 years ago and she might still be alive? Her name is Emma de Rossi, and only top Vatican leaders whisper about her. Born to a wealthy family in 15th century Italy, Emma was special. Even as a child, she studied dark magic that scared even priests. Emma joined a convent, claiming she learned from an old priest, mastering secret rituals. But strangely, nobody else saw this priest. At 33, Emma did a forbidden ritual and stopped aging. Her blood wouldn't clot and could reportedly heal others. Terrified by her powers, the Vatican sealed her underground in a stone coffin with silver nails. Yet people say they still hear soft voices from underground, prayers, curses, or worse. Is Emma still alive, waiting for revenge, or is her spirit haunting those who trapped her? The Vatican denies everything, but the legend lives on. What happened to Emma de Rossi? And what if she ever escapes? This is a horrifying story from Italy. Guys, comment your country and I will create a scary story from there. True scary story of Janghwa and Hongrian. A long time ago in Korea, two sisters named Janghwa and Hongrian lived with their father. Their mother had died when they were young. Later, their father married another woman who had children of her own. At first, things were quiet, but the stepmother slowly started showing her true face. She was jealous of the sisters, especially Janghwa, who was growing into a beautiful young woman. The stepmother wanted her own children to be loved more, so she started treating Janghwa and Hongrian badly. She gave them little food, made them work all day, and often insulted them. One day, out of jealousy and hatred, the stepmother spread a false rumor that Janghwa had a secret relationship with a man. She told the father, who believed her. Janghwa was deeply hurt and ashamed. No one stood up for her. Broken and full of sorrow, she ran away and was later found dead near a pond. Hongrian was left alone, heartbroken and silent. She too became sick with grief and passed away. After their deaths, the house was never peaceful. Their spirits returned, crying and wandering. In the end, the truth was revealed and the stepmother was punished. If you want to edit videos like me, then check out the first comment. She is Baba Yaga, a terrifying witch from Russia. If you see her, you are in great danger. Deep inside a dark forest in Russia, there lives an old witch named Baba Yaga. She is different from other witches. Her house stands on giant chicken legs and moves around so no one can find her. The house makes strange, creepy sounds, and a fence made of human bones surrounds it. Skulls glow in the dark like lanterns. Baba Yaga has sharp teeth, hollow eyes, and a hunger that never ends. One famous story is about a woman named Anya. She went into the dark forest to find herbs for her sick mother, even though people warned her about Baba Yaga. As night fell, Anya saw the strange house standing on chicken legs. Before she could run away, Baba Yaga appeared, her sharp teeth shining. "Why are you here?" the witch asked in a rough voice. Scared, Anya told her about her sick mother. Baba Yaga smiled wickedly. "I will help you, but you must give your life for hers." Terrified, Anya ran as the witch's laughter filled the air. When she reached home, she found the herbs in her basket, but she knew Baba Yaga was always watching. If you want to edit videos like me, then check out the first comment. This ice cream shop owner's secret ingredient was really weird. Silly Billy was the owner of a super popular ice cream shop called Sugar Rush in Miami. In the 1980s, he was pretty famous around town, even showing up in a Bee Gees music video. People loved him and his famous saying, "My milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard." For some reason, there was something about his ice cream that kept people coming back for more. Many customers would visit his shop multiple times a day, every single day. When people asked why his ice cream was so good, he would always say, "It's my secret ingredient." One day, a local food inspector decided to visit the shop, but he came in disguise. He ordered a simple ice cream cone, which cost a surprising $69. The inspector enjoyed the ice cream, but couldn't figure out why it was so special. He went home that night and went to bed, but something strange happened. He suddenly woke up with a massive craving for more ice cream. It was so bad that he drove to Sugar Rush at 3 in the morning, even though it was closed. When he got there, he saw Silly Billy and a shady-looking man in the back alley next to the dumpster. The inspector was hiding unnoticed until his stomach growled really loudly. Silly Billy and the suspicious man turned around and stared at him, realizing he was there. This was the most evil man in history. In the early 1900s, there was a lawyer named Slick McProfit. He was famous for never losing a case and made millions over the years. But there was something very sneaky going on. Slick wasn't winning cases because he was smart or skilled. He was actually sabotaging his opponents. He made sure they didn't show up to court, and he'd win by default every time. This went on for a long time, and no one could figure out how he did it. Then, other lawyers started to notice a strange pattern. Every time they went up against Buster, their clients would mysteriously disappear. They realized that right before the court date, their clients would vanish without a trace. The police were alerted, but they couldn't find proof that Buster was behind it all. So they decided to set up a trap. They planned a fake trial and watched a decoy's house for 24 hours. Sure enough, the night before the trial, Buster was seen driving around the decoy's house over and over again. But when he spotted an undercover cop, he quickly ran away. The police chased him, but Buster managed to escape and was never seen again. It was later found out that he bought a ticket to leave the country on the Titanic. If you saw this woman, you are in a great trouble. She is Tike Tike. She has no lower body and drags herself with her hands, making a chilling Tike Tike sound. Her tragic backstory. A long time ago, a young woman named Kashima Reiko was walking near a train station at night. Some believe she was attacked by a stranger, while others believe she fell onto the tracks by accident. No one came to help her. Before she could escape, a speeding train sliced her body in half, leaving her to die in terrible pain. Filled with rage and sorrow, her spirit could not rest. Now, her ghost haunts train stations and dark roads at night. If you see her, she will ask, "Where are my legs?" If you don't answer, she will cut you in half with a sharp blade. Some believe she is searching for her lost legs, while others say she just wants revenge. Many people fear Tike Tike. If you hear Tike Tike behind you at night, run, because once she starts chasing, there's no escape. When this woman broke out of prison, everything went out of control. In 1995, a woman named Lola Picklepop, who used to be a beauty queen, was sent to a high-security prison in Arkansas for a very serious crime. She was given a life sentence. In 1996, during the time when prisoners were allowed outside, the alarm suddenly went off. All the prisoners were told to return to their cells, but one person didn't come back. It was Lola Picklepop. The prison declared a state emergency, and a big search began all over the state. Police considered her very dangerous. For 3 weeks, they searched everywhere, but she was gone without a clue. Later that same year, a newly married couple bought a house in northern Iowa. The house needed some repairs, but they were happy to start their new life. Soon, however, they noticed a terrible smell that wouldn't go away. They tried everything to find where it was coming from. Finally, they checked the chimney, and what they found shocked them so much they called the police right away. That's when the mystery of Lola Picklepop disappearance was finally solved. I will never forget the day when I saw this man in the woods. Last summer, I went hiking alone in a quiet forest I'd never been to before. It was peaceful at first, but about an hour in, I noticed a man standing far off the path. He was half hidden behind a tree and smiling, not a friendly smile, more like the kind that gives you chills. He didn't move, just stared. I looked away and kept walking, pretending I didn't see him, but 10 minutes later, I saw him again, this time ahead of me, like he'd somehow gotten in front without making a sound, still smiling. I turned to leave, but soon I saw him again. Closer. Same smile. That's when I started running. My heart was pounding, and the trees all looked the same. I didn't know where the trail was anymore. I kept running, hoping to find a way out, but the deeper I went, the more lost I became. Everything looked unfamiliar. I stopped to catch my breath, trying not to cry. That's when I heard a twig snap behind me. I turned slowly, and there he was, the smiling man. Guys, guess the character I used in this story. She is a famous Hollywood actress.